All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. On first down, Swift. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
368! Hey, Zoo! 58, come on! 58!
Now on 2nd and 13, Dalton. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, wahoo!
Kill.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, box drop.
Another chance for Dalton. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback, and that philosophy works for them very well.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, check. Watch out.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson with a give to Miller. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Miller, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
29 is Mike 29. Watch the run. Mike 29.
They'll try the air now with Watson, eluding the pressure right. Going deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Let's go.
They'll get 34 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd and 12, Dalton. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Play action here with Dalton. And his his throw here's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Watson on first down. Going deep here for Still. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dalton sets up play action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Dalton. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught, Humphreys. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard.
56. Mike 56.
Go.
All day, baby, all day. Mike 56. Mike 56. Stay with your man.
Here you go, Ken.
56 to Mike.
We're good.
And it'll be Dalton again. Flush to his right, to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Hey, Haywood.
This will be Dalton again, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Texans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run it again with Miller. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I'm set.
55, come on, guys, 55. All day.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Ricky. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on first down. Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Andy Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 24, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
It's complete to Fuller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun on third, Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He's got Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson, the intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. 3rd down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Marcus, defense, Marcus. 54, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. 36. Just like that. Just like that.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miller. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And to the tight end here, Safarian-Jenkins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. Watson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Miller. He's had a big workload here tonight. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Reset. 19. 55.
55 mark, guys. 55. Let's go one more. Kill.
No time. Let's go.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Down.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Go.
Reset.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. First throw in OT for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Let's see what you got.
3rd and long. It's Watson. That's into the hands of Edwards. 25 yards that time. Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. It might be necessary here in OT.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Take the edge. Take the edge. Come. He's coming. He's coming.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
set. 118.
Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Fuller brings it in over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Check right 54. 54. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, 31.
Check 50.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.